Welcome to the best news in the world.
We are the best news leaders in this program, and we are Unai Mesh.
And Santiago González.
Because today is the International Day of the Earth, we have an special emission.
Today we are going to talk with experts about global warming.
They are two recognized scientists of the Cambridge University, and their names are Giovanni Medrano and Abel Santiago.
Welcome to our program, Gio. It is a pleasure to have you in our program. How are you?
Thank you for your invitation. I'm okay and excited for this interview.
Okay, let's start. How do you think global warming can be stopped?
Control your carbon footprint. You have the option to offset your own carbon footprint by purchasing climate offsets, which represent clean energy that you contribute to the electricity national grid to replace energy derived from fossil combustion. But beware, not all compensation companies are the same. Do your research and find for the best supplier.
What are the consequences of global warming?
Human beings are not the only ones with water up to their necks. Sudden changes in the Earth's surface, both on land, oceans, and other bodies of water, are condemning the disappearance of some animals that cannot adapt in time. Some species will survive and others won't. Changes have been recorded in seasonal behavior patterns, as well as in migratory routes. However, many species remain at high risk of extinction due to climate change.
Thanks for giving us this valuable information to communicate our viewers and make them more conscious.
Now we are going to talk to other expert about global warming. His name is Abel Santiago. Welcome, Abel. In this interview, we are going to ask you some questions about global warming. So, let's start.
Oh, thanks for the invitation.
Which are the countries most affected by global warming?
These are some of the riskiest countries. Haiti, due to its location between the Caribbean Sea and the Atlantic Ocean. Hurricanes will have a stronger impact due to global warming. Yemen, for the weakness of its institutions and the lack of actions of its government. Filipinas is one of the countries that has done the most to combat it, but overpopulation has caused a crisis in the region when there are natural disasters. Also, the United Arab Emirates, Nigeria, and the Galapagos Islands.
What are the causes of global warming?
Global warming occurs when carbon dioxide and other air pollutants and greenhouse gases collect in the atmosphere and absorb sunlight and solar radiation that have bounced off the Earth's surface. Normally, this radiation will escape into space, but these pollutions, which can last of years to centuries in the atmosphere, trap the heat and cause the planet to get hotter. That's what's known as the greenhouse effect. In the United States, the burning of fossil fuels to make electricity is the largest source of heat-trapping pollution, producing about 2 billion tons of CO2 every year. Coal-burning power plants are by far the biggest polluters. The country's second largest source of carbon pollution is the transportation sector, which generates about 1.7 billion tons of CO2 emissions a year.
Thanks for your input, Abel. which we are sure that will serve to all our viewers to know more about their planet. Goodbye.
Now, we have some opinions and reflections by some people that we know very well, and we know they say the truth.
We know that the Earth is warming progressively due to the indiscriminate emissions of certain gases to the atmosphere such as CO2, which is the cause of the solid greenhouse effect of certain chemical compounds that are also gaseous, which in general to a progressive increase in the average temperature of the planet with which the glacier melt. The perpetual snow disappears. It is said that the poles also change in size due to the thaw and that the sea level increases. Given this, the international scientific community has warned that if world development, population growth, and energy consumption based on fossil fuels continue to increase at the current rate, before year 250, carbon dioxide concentrations will have doubled with respect to those that existed before the Industrial Revolution. For this reason, we must take care of the planet, starting with small gestures from the place where we live. Since our future and that of our family depends of our present.
Climate change and what we are living. Great natural disasters that previously occur every decades and now occur more and more in a row. These phenomena occur with more frequency and intensity. The planet is telling us that it's reaching its limits and it's warning us. We are in the era in we have to take care the environment and we must learn to survive because we are going to face a battle for survival in the next years. We must look for a solution for this problem before it will be too late. We must change the people's mentality and we must change our way of living.
It's a thing that is happened recently all around the world. This thing makes strange weather like heat waves in cold places or strange rains in hot places. This happens because the contamination like the electricity, making greenhouse gases all around the world. Global warming can be mitigated reducing the contamination or using renewable energies. But this action needs to be started now, because soon the effects of the global warming will be irreparable.